Welcome to Mechbox.com's video upgrade series. This video will demonstrate how to reassemble the Tokyo Marui M733. We recommend the following tools for this reassembly: Phillips and slotted screwdrivers, a set of metric Allen wrenches or hex head wrenches, and needle nose pliers. Before putting the Mechbox back in the body, make sure all the parts that belong on the lower receiver are in place. For example, it's not uncommon to find a fully assembled M4 with a missing bolt catch. For the M733 and some other Armalite models with a battery located in the front grip, a small wire shield is installed to the side of the Mechbox to guide the wire and protect it when putting the upper and lower receivers together. If your model has this part, install it now. Feed the wires into the lower receiver and slide the Mechbox in. Once the Mechbox is in position, insert the hop-up feeder as shown here. Hold the Mechbox down and install the two Phillips screws. Tighten carefully. Over-tightening could crack the hop-up feeder or strip the plastic threads in the body. Press the lower receiver pin back in the body as you see here. It may require a light tap to get it all the way in. If your model came with a wire guide like this, reinstall it now. This part helps keep the wiring away from the nozzle and the hop-up unit. Make sure the barrel and hop-up unit are in position and completely forward in the upper receiver. Now carefully feed the wires back into the front grip. Slowly take out the slack and move the lower receiver forward. Carefully position the front of the lower receiver into the upper receiver as shown. Push the upper receiver down very carefully. Go slowly and watch the small tabs. They do break easily. As I mentioned in the disassembly video, some models require a completely different tactic, so do your homework before breaking your upper receiver tabs. Once the upper and lower receivers are together, insert the large pins in the lower receiver. If everything is lined up correctly, these pins should go in pretty easily. Turn the gun on its side and insert the magazine catch. It should slide right in. Now hold the catch in place with your fingers and turn the gun over. Insert the spring in the hole as shown. Now line up the button with the pin on the magazine catch and tighten the screw. Once the screw is tight, the button should move freely and smoothly. Next, feed the wires into the hand grip. The red wire should go in the hole at the front of the hand grip, and the black wire goes into the hole at the rear of the hand grip. Slowly slide the hand grip back on. Make sure the wires don't get kinked or caught between the hand grip and the Mechbox as it's being installed. One of my least favorite tasks when working on an Armalite model is getting the motor back in the hand grip. Take a close look at this image. At the top is the front of the hand grip, and the bottom is the rear of the hand grip. See how the red wire is positioned inside. I use my fingertips to shape the wire to the right, following the outside diameter of the hand grip. The black wire should come straight up the back of the hand grip and is actually in a slot that's been molded in the plastic. It may take a few tries, but if you can get the wire shaped like this, the motor should drop in and fit without binding up. Insert and tighten the hand grip screws. Be careful not to over-tighten these screws. Make sure the motor still has its spring attached and locate the positive terminal on the top of the motor. It's usually marked with red paint. Slide the motor in with the positive terminal toward the front of the hand grip. Test the movement of the motor inside the hand grip. It should spring back and move smoothly inside. Connect the black wire to the negative terminal first, then attach the red wire to the positive terminal. Put the metal disc back on the motor. I prefer to use a small amount of silicone gel to help hold the disc in place. Carefully put the motor plate on. Make sure that the metal disc doesn't fall and that the wires stay plugged in. Hold the motor plate down, then insert and tighten the 2 Phillips screws. Be extra careful not to over-tighten these screws. They are threading directly into plastic and can easily strip out. You shouldn't need to adjust the motor depth, but here's where you would do it if you need to. Now insert the long screw into the stock tube, then slide the tube onto the body. Using a long Phillips screwdriver, tighten the screw. Insert the small cover at the end of the stock tube and tighten the screw using an Allen wrench. Next, put the retractable stock back on the tube, as you see here. For models with a full-size buttstock, just slide the stock on, reconnect the wire, and tighten the really long screw. The last step is to put the front grips back on. Congratulations, you have successfully assembled the M733. If you have questions or comments about the M733 or any other airsoft gun, be sure to post comments or suggestions on our site.